Hello, Drac16 here with you for another video. I wanted to talk today about an experience I had with Satan. Yes, an experience with Satan. The very devil himself spoke to me. About 8 months ago, as I was in the parking lot of a gym that I used to go to with my dad, we were walking back to my dad's car to drive me home, and all of a sudden I heard the voice of a large, just sinister, demonic voice. It was so angry. I've never heard anything so angry in my entire life. It was furious. It was just like a madness. This absolutely infuriated voice that said that he was Satan. He claimed to have been Satan himself. And he had come himself, Satan, he had come himself personally to attack me, to scare me. And I was definitely terrified. I've never had anything like that happen to me in my life. There's no way I can adequately explain it using naturalistic language, except that it was as sinister could be. It was absolutely horrifically angry. And hey, have you guys ever watched the movie Men in Black? Men in Black. It was an old movie that has Will Smith as the starring role. It's really good. It's a really good film. And then they had a sequel, Men in Black 2, which was really good as well. But in Men in Black, in that movie, they have this little silver instrument that they use to make people forget. So there's a little knob on it that says days, months, and years. And you can cause someone to forget what just happened to them a few moments ago. And I think that that's exactly what God did to me, because I don't actually remember what Satan said to me. I just remember this really horrific, evil sounding voice that claimed to be Satan. And so this was not a hallucination. I do experience hallucinations, but they were nothing like this, because this was a voice I had never heard before. These were not hallucinatory voices. When I have a hallucination, I can recognize the voices because they sound the same. But this voice was just absolutely infuriated at me. And in my experience, I've found two things. Two things that Satan hates more than anything else. And that is the Bible. And secondly, it's the Bible and the atonement of Christ. And false religions will often attack one or both of those things. So that's in Satan's playbook to try and attack either our, and sometimes he doesn't even attack those, but sometimes he'll attack you personally, which is what he did to me. He tried to scare me, and I was scared. I was terrified because I had never heard such an evil voice before. What else? What else? Oh, and right. And just to prove that this was him, he actually sent me a vision. He made me see inverted crosses everywhere to prove that it was him and that this was not a hallucination. He gave me a vision, Satan. And I saw inverted crosses everywhere I looked, in the sky, on street signs, on cars, and on the streets. I saw inverted crosses. Now, even though an inverted cross is not necessarily a satanic symbol, but it is an anti-Christian symbol, in most cases. I know that it wasn't always this way. Like, the inverted cross used to have a Catholic connotation. It was called a Peter's cross. And a Peter's cross is an upside down cross, which St. Peter was supposedly killed on. He requested to be crucified upside down. He was going to be crucified, but he felt that he was not worthy to die the same death that Jesus died. So he requested to be hanged upside down while he was being, nailed to the cross while Peter was being crucified. So for centuries, the inverted cross had not an anti-Christian symbol, but it does have an anti-Christian symbol now. Nowadays, the inverted cross is an anti-Christian symbol. It doesn't mean what it used to mean. Like, for example, the swastika. The swastika used to be a Hindu symbol that represented divinity and religiosity and righteousness. But now the swastika stands for something completely different. It's a Nazi symbol. Neo-Nazis have that symbol tattooed on them. It's a white supremacist, xenophobic, anti-Semitic symbol now. But it wasn't always that way. So the swastika doesn't mean what it used to mean. It used to be a Hindu symbol of righteousness, but now it's a neo-Nazi symbol. So it's like that. The inverted crosses that I saw are not necessarily satanic, but they are anti-Christian. And so I don't believe that this was a hallucination. I believe that this was a real event that took place between the devil and I. We were together. It was just terrifying. I was so afraid of this because I had never encountered him before. But he hates me. He hates my guts and he hates yours too. So don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that the devil is very aggressive when it comes to rejecting the Bible and the atonement of Christ. So he's a real person who eats and breathes and thinks and has a personality and a sense of humor. He has likes and dislikes, things he enjoys to do, things he doesn't enjoy to do, certain beliefs that he has. So, just be warned that even though he hasn't appeared to me since then, I won't be afraid of him next time he appears, if that ever happens. Because if he does appear, I'll be ready for him. I'm going to break his stupid little neck if he ever appears. I mean, he doesn't probably have a literal neck, but you understand my point, right? I'm not going to bow the knee to him. I will not be afraid if he appears ever again. And if he knows what's good for him, he won't attack me. James said, resist the devil and he will flee from you. So just keep giving the devil a black eye. Keep breaking his neck. And pretty soon he'll leave you alone, like he did with me. So, that was a little experience I had. Hopefully this was entertaining in some way or another. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that all of you have a wonderful day. Bye.